So famous, he's so popular.
So overworked.
And so overworked, especially this time of the year, and the world's most favorite grandpa. Everyone, the authentic and original Jim Shore, right here at QVC.
Carolyn, it's an absolute delight to be with you.
Thank you, my friend.
Once again.
You're super special. So, of course, Jim has created the entire Heartwood Creek collection, which I know many of you collect. He's also created many pieces that are exclusive to QVC, which we're going to look at right now. So these are the 20-inch oversized statues. We have the Santa and we have the Angel, and we have an auto delivery plan, which I'll explain as well, in which you can collect some additional ones. So these are on 5 payments of $15.22. And if you would like the auto delivery, we have a Halloween kitty cat. Yep. That will ship in October, and then in September. Yeah. And then we have an Easter bunny, which is darling, which will ship to you in February in time for spring. So
that's actually the most, sculpturally, the Easter bunny is actually the most
most intricate
piece on the...
There they are. Oh my gosh, look at them. Aren't they great? I love the cat, too.
Well, you know, I create these things all together in a grouping, you know, so it's hard for me to think of them as individual, you know, pieces.
Right, right.
I know, you know, it's like your choice of and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I look at them as like a single grouping, you know.
Well, these are made of your resin, which looks exactly like carved wood and done just like your original pieces. Let's talk about each one. Would you like to start with the Santa Claus?
Okay, the Santa Claus, this is sort of a whimsical folk art version of Santa Claus, and that is the secular side of Christmas, which we all love. You know, it's the fun side. Mm-hmm. And what I've done here is I've taken this image of the Christmas tree, and this sort of opens, you know, the opening kind of the cloak here, and then the star, which is, it's, well, you actually.
And it comes with a watch battery, a button battery, which it comes with it and lights it up.
Switch there. It's safe and cool and everything, and it becomes the kind of the crowning part of the tree image. The tree image is kind of the counterpoint artistically to the rest of the piece because of the detailing in it and so forth. Mm-hmm. The design work that I've used here actually is a quilt pattern that the quilters will know as the Winter Garden or the Christmas flower.
Okay.
That's the quilt pattern. So
beautiful.
It sort of has something, you know, symbolically to do with the piece itself. And then up at the top is fairly detailed carving of, you know, this kind of rose mauling influenced shapes in a monochromatic way. So it has a lot of visual interest, even though the painting is fairly simple.
And I just want to turn him around because you do such a wonderful job with faces. I mean, that must be the most difficult part of all.
That's what I always start with, actually, Carolyn, because, you know, in folk art, typically, they're sort of stoic, and they don't have a lot of emotional content, and I'm just the opposite. I start with the face so that I can sort of tell the story or the emotion, whether it's happy, sad, you know, joyful, or strong, or, you know, mild, meek, whatever. I want that face, you know, to tell that part of the story. So I always start with the face, and I do a lot of detailing on the face, and it's always in a finished way, and then the rest of it, which is in this kind of Americana homespun folk art style, you know, carving, sort of frames the face, no matter what the proportions are.
Now I'm going to switch with you so you can tell us about the Angel. And while we're doing that, I want to remind everybody these are indoor or outdoor, and Jim has worked very hard with his team to create the best coating for these to protect them from the weather. So please do not be afraid to put these out on your porch. If you want to stand them in your garden, they are perfectly safe to be outside.
Yeah, and not only is it the weather resistant, but it minimizes the fading that happens when they're exposed to sunlight.
Fantastic.
So they stay pretty bright.
So for those of you who want and collect nativities, this is a lovely representation.
This is one of those pieces that I do so frequently where I'm telling the story within the story, using the angel as a backdrop for the story. And of course, this is the Holy Family here. So as an art piece, you know, this is the counterpoint. You have this mild, subtle Jerusalem blue background here, which once again has the visual textures created by all of the fairly intricate carving, even though it is a glazed monochromatic, approach like that. and then you have the the gold framing, which contains within the colors, even muted and earthy as they are, which I thought was appropriate to the Holy Family, the humbleness
Yes.
and that kind of stuff.
And again, the faces, look at the baby's face. So beautifully done and intricate.
I pay a lot of attention to those kind of details because those are the things, those are the focal points, those are what tell the story, and
Yes.
and so the emotional content comes through with the execution of those small details.
I love it. Now, we have a couple minutes. Would you mind if we walk back to the
Okay.
mantle? Come with us, everyone, because I'd like to show you how beautifully he's done the cat and the rabbit if you choose the auto delivery. Now, with your auto delivery, you're going to start with either the Santa or the Angel, and then we will ship you 2 more pieces. Again, September will come the cat for Halloween, and February will come the rabbit for Easter. Jim, we're going to bring the camera in and tell us about the kitty cat.
Okay, this is a sort of a whimsical, Halloween-oriented piece. It's got the jack-o'-lantern down here, and then the black cat, and with the sort of Halloween scene.
Yes.
And then this, once again, is the lantern, and it works the same way as those stars did, as I showed you a little bit earlier.
With the battery, button battery, which comes with it.
And he's decorated with designs and so forth, all the way around in my favorite color.
Purple.
Yeah.
And I love the ghosty and the bats.
Yeah, and of course the dimensions, that being 20 plus inches tall, really make a dramatic statement for that season. Now, this one is the
bunny
sort
rabbit.
of spring Easter part of this grouping, and it's the Easter bunny with the Easter eggs and the Easter basket and the flowers, and once again the lantern, and all of the detailing that goes all the way around. That's why I said, Caroline, earlier that this was the artistically and sculpturally the most complex piece, because it's got each one of these elements, whether it's the eggs, the flowers, this rose modeling on this, and I love the coloration of that, by the way. Each one of those things is kind of a project all by itself. Rendering this basket down here, is as far as it being a carving process.
So it looks woven.
Yeah, because see, that's carved out of a solid piece, as you can see.
Incredible.
So the work that goes into a piece like this is pretty substantial, and the duplication of it through our casting process is perfect.
So I'm going to head back up here just real quick so you can see the 2 originals that you're going to start with, one or the other, the Santa or the Angel. These are 5 payments of $15.22. If you just want the 1 shipment, that's fine. Or if you want the auto delivery, we will then send you the cat and the bunny rabbit as well. By the way, I know you especially love cats. Have you done more cats than any other animal?
Yeah, probably.
I think you told me that one
time.
Yeah, you love kitty cats.
I love cats, and I do cats, and the reason one of the things they're so successful is that just everybody loves cats.
That's so true.
And so many of our quilters and everything, they're cat people.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for being here. These are very popular. Stay in the ordering process. Are you back more today?
Not today. I'm going home and going back to work.
Okay. All right. Well, I know you've got lots to do.